How you doing, movie fans, and welcome back to The Potato, where we're just a whirlwind of movie news and reviews from a couch potato. And if this is your first time here, I would really appreciate your support. Please subscribe. So, the 2003 film The Italian Job. It's a remake of the 1969 original starring Michael Caine. It has a pretty solid cast that includes Mark Wahlberg, Charlize Theron, Donald Sutherland, Jason Statham, and Edward Norton. But interestingly enough, Edward Norton really didn't want to do this film and only did it to avoid a potential lawsuit from Paramount Pictures. This is the reason why. Let's take a look.
So in 1996, Edward Norton made his film debut in the Paramount Pictures produced drama Primal Fear, starring Richard Gere. This would be the beginning of a long and painful journey between Norton and Paramount. Following the release of Primal Fear, Norton was obligated under contract to make 2 future movies for Paramount Pictures. He would be paid only $75,000 for the first and $125,000 for the second. These situations aren't uncommon for unproven talent, which Norton was at the time. However, Primal Fear ended up earning Norton an Academy Award nomination and a Golden Globe win for Best Supporting Actor. Not bad for your first film, right? With Norton's star rising fast, he took on roles for other big studio films like The People vs. Larry Flynt from Columbia Pictures and New Line's American History X. That was fine. He wasn't handcuffed to Paramount Pictures. He just needed to fulfill his contract and do 2 more movies within a certain length of time. The problem was, Norton and the studio were having trouble finding a project that they could agree on.
Okay, personally, I think Norton now just knew he was worth way more than his original Paramount contract, and he would have said no to anything Paramount now pushed his way, but fine, we'll go with what the reports say. Anyway, this is where things get really interesting. So in 1997, Norton was negotiating with Fox to be in Fight Club. And that's when Paramount finally went through the roof and reached their boiling point. They sent a preemptive letter to Fox explaining that Norton was contractually obligated to appear in a project where the filming of it conflicted with the filming of Fight Club. Fox then went to Norton and said they weren't getting involved in any legal disputes with another studio. Either fix this or we're recasting you.
The thing is, Norton really wanted to do Fight Club. As a result, he apologized to Paramount Pictures and was able to renegotiate his terms of the agreement. Under these new terms, he now only needed to do 1 film for $1 million. Also, after the filming of Fight Club for Fox, he and Paramount had 18 months to find a project that they could agree on. If that fell through, the studio had another 24 months to pick a project of their choice.
Everybody got that?
Instead, Norton and former CEO of Paramount Pictures, Sherry Lansing, spent years trying to agree on a project. Norton would suggest a role. Paramount would say no. Paramount would offer him a role. Norton would say no. It was just a constant back and forth that wasn't going anywhere. Finally, in 2002, Norton was offered a part in The Italian Job. He said no. Fed up, Paramount now finally decided to exercise their option and force him into a role. Norton's people fired off a letter to the studio suggesting that they reevaluate their position and that it wasn't right to force Norton into doing a film against his will. But Paramount was done with the shenanigans and threatened to file a lawsuit.
And that's the story. Now, going back and watching the film again, knowing that, you can kind of see how this isn't the usual film that Edward Norton would be in. But it's still a decent heist film. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you soon. Thanks.
Potato.